Today we're going to talk about decimals and percent. And over here we see that we have 6 out of 100. And if I was to write that as a fraction, I would write it 6 out of 100 or over 100. And then I'm going to take the 6 out of 100 or 6 over 100 as a fraction, and I'm going to write it as a decimal, okay? So 6 over 100, we know that anything in front of this dot, or I'm going to call it a decimal, this is the tenths place, and then the second part would be the hundredths place. So this is 6 over 100, so we have a 0 here, and the 6 goes in the hundredths place. So therefore, I can write 6 over 100, 0.06, and that is how I write it as a decimal. Now, what if I want to write this as take the 6 over 100, write it as a percent? Well, it still would be 6%, right? There you go. So I can write 6 over 100 as a decimal. Then I can also write it as a percent, and that's what I have there. And then I redid it over here. 6 over 100 is 0.06, and there it is as a percent. What if I have 13 over 100 and I write 13 over 100 as a decimal? Well, here we go. We have the tenths place, the 1 in the tenths place, and then 3 has to be in the hundredths place because it's 13 over 100. So what if I want to write this, 13 over 100, as a percent? Easy, 13%. Anything over 100. Okay, 3 over 100. Going to write it as a decimal first. So remembering, this is the tenths place, and the place behind the tenths is your hundredths, so that would be correct. 0.03 is 300ths. What if I take 300ths and I want to write it as a percent? 3%. Now this lesson is fairly easy. We're not going to make it too hard here. 3 dimes and 4 nickels. Write that as a percent. I want to write this as a percent. Well, what do I have to do? 3 dimes. What does 3 times 10 equals, right? Because 1 dime is 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. And then I'm going to take 4 nickels. Well, what's a nickel? 4 times 5 would be my multiplication for this, and this would be what? 20. So now it says 3 dimes and 4 nickels, so I have to add this. 3 plus 20 is 50. Okay. And this is cents, so this would be over $1, of course. So let's say if I want to look at it like this, 50 out of the 100 or 50 out of that $1, you have 50%, okay? 50%. All right, so that's how we write it out of $1. If you have any questions, please go back, rewind, and you can always log on to Google Meet and meet me there from 9:30 to 10:30. Go ahead and work on your workbook, and I will talk to you later.